Hi, my dear students. This is Raju sir, subject of commerce. Yes, very good morning to all. So, in the last classes, we discussed about some few problems on this final accounts. In this class, also we are going to discuss about one more problem in this final accounts. Okay, as per academic textbook of Telangana Intermediate Board. Now the 28th problem on your screen. So I'm going to explain now this problem in this class. Okay, right. Get ready, guys. So what is the problem here? Let's see. From the trial balance of Messrs. Satyam Traders, prepare trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet for the year ended 31st March 2018. So trial balance is given. From this trial balance, so we have to identify the contents of trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. So let's we find out, okay, the contents of these three statements. Okay, right. Let's see. This is the statement: debit balances, total rupees, credit balances, total rupees. Right. You know that. So what is the debit side content of trial balance and credit side contents of trial balance? You know that. So at the beginning, before this, the chapter we discussed about the trial balance. In that we clearly discussed what is the debit side of the trial balance and the credit side of the trial balance. Debit side, expenses, losses, and assets, and the credit side of the trial balance, incomes, profits, and liabilities. Okay, let's we find out now. Purchases is the first one. It is the part of trading account. Sales returns, trading account. Wages, also part of trading account. Salaries, profit and loss account. Bank charges, profit and loss account. Insurance, also part of profit and loss account. So machinery, asset, furniture, asset, cash at bank, asset. These assets are part of the balance sheet. Opening stock, trading account, bills receivable, asset, debtors, asset, audit fee, profit and loss account. It is the indirect expenses. And carriage, trading account, factory rent, trading account, carriage on sales, profit and loss account, office expenses, profit and loss account, advertisement, profit and loss account. Yes, the debit side, all the expenses and losses and the assets we identified clearly. And let's move to the credit balance, my dear students. The capital is the liability part of the balance sheet. Sales is the income, which is the part of trading account. Creditors is the liability. Bank overdraft liability. Bills payable liability. Discount is the profit and loss account. Interest on drawings is also the profit to the business point of view. So it is been also recording on credit side of the profit and loss. Okay. So we identified the trading, the profit and loss account, and the balance sheet contents. Okay, now it's very clear. And let's we move to the adjustments. Yes, we know that adjustments, it will be affected twice in the final accounts. Okay, now actually after you identified the inside of the trial balance contents properly, then the 80% problem became over. The remaining 20% is to be depending on proper adjustments and also to the calculations. Okay, right. Okay, my dear students, let's move to the adjustments. Yes, adjustments. Adjustments are to be affected twice in the final accounts. Let's see. 5 adjustments are given. So which is important for examination point of view. Those adjustments only we are discussing. Okay, na? If you observe from the last classes also, okay, na? The same adjustments are to be we discussed in the last classes also. A, closing stock. First one, second one, outstanding salaries. Third one, depreciation on machinery. Fourth one, prepaid insurance. Fifth one, provide for bad debts. So what is the accounting treatment of adjustments? I clearly explained in the beginning introduction classes of the, especially about the adjustments. So I explained about these adjustments also. So do you have any doubt? Just you refer my previous videos regarding to introduction of this final accounts. Okay, my dear students, let's move to the solution of this question now. Okay, right. Okay, so in this problem I am preparing now the trading account, profit and loss account in separate statements, because of in the question the content is given, some more content is given regarding to these two accounts. So that's why it is not able to prepare these two statements in one statement or one particular pro forma. It is going to be difficult. So that's why I am preparing the trading account is separate and the profit and loss account is separate. Okay, na? In this problem, let's see. Trading account of trading account of 28th solution. Trading account of Satyam Traders, Messrs. Satyam Traders for the year ending 31st March 2018. Right. This is the pro forma: debit, credit. So particulars: rupees, total rupees. Particulars: rupees, total rupees. Yes, this is the pro forma of the trading account. Let's see. So particulars: rupees, total rupees. The first column, so we are maintaining for adjusting the amounts. For adjusting the amounts, we are maintaining the first column. So particulars, rupees, total rupees. Right, let's see. Okay, we knew that trading account is always begins with opening stock. The opening stock is nothing but the last year closing stock, which becomes to the next year is to the current year is the opening stock. Last year closing stock becomes to the current year opening stock. So the opening stock, debit side, the amount of opening stock 22,000. After that, purchases, two purchases. It is the sequence. After the opening stock, the purchases of the whole year. The whole year purchases 75,000. Next, direct expenses. What are the direct expenses in this question? The first one is the wages. To wages, there is no adjustment for wages. Write it down directly, 5,500. And after the wages, carriage. Carriage or carriage on purchases, both are give same meaning, 1,800. Next, two, factory rent. To factory rent, 800. Yes. So this is the trading account information. Already we identified T, P and L, A. So we identified in the question in the trial balance, whatever we identified T means trading account. So opening stock, purchases, wages, carriage, factory rent means the debit side information is over. Means all the direct expenses is been, the trading account becomes over. Credit side, yes, we knew that only two, sales and unsold. Unsold means closing stock. So by sales, yes, the amount of sales 1,47,500. So I have written the amount on first column because of for this sales returns are there. These returns are the debit side of the question. Okay, minus sales returns. Minus sales returns 3,200. Right. The remaining is 1,44,300. And one more we have to record on credit side by closing stock. Yes, the value of the closing stock 34,500. Yes, as per the question, the value of closing stock 34,500. Just wait. Closing stock. Right. Finish. Trading account is finished. Let's we find out the gross profit or gross loss. Yes. For find out this, we have to total the both sides in rough. First, so the total on the credit side, 1,78,800 is the total amount of credit. 1,44,034, 1,78,800. Debit side, so 16 plus 5, 21. First we total the thousands, 22, 75, 97, 102, 103. 103,000. Next, hundreds. 8 plus 5, 13 plus 8, 21. So 1,05,100 is the total amount of debit. Okay, means so the total amount of credit is more than total amount of debit, which means the profits are more than the expenses. Ultimately, the result is gross profit. So from this 1,78,800 of credit total, we should minus 1,05,100 of the total amount of debit. The difference is 00737. 73,700 is the difference between the both sides. So debit side to gross profit balancing figure 73,700. Now the total amount of the both sides 1,78,800, 1,78,800. This gross profit transfer to profit and loss account. The next stage of the final accounts. The result of the first statement. So we carry forward to the second statement of the final accounts. Okay, my dear students, I hope you understand this trading account. Okay, let's move to the second statement. Yes, profit and loss account. Profit and loss account of, okay, Satyam Traders for the year ended. For the year ended 31st March 2018. 31st March 2018. Debit, credit. Particulars, rupees, total rupees. Particulars, rupees, total rupees. Right, let's see. So this is the profit and loss account. So begins with credit side. Okay, now, so we have to brought down the gross profit. Okay, let's see. By gross profit. So gross profit which we brought from trading account, gross profit is 73,700. Right. So now you begin the profit and loss account now. So let me write now profit and loss account contents one by one. First, to salaries. To salaries. So this salaries has adjustment. What is the amount of salaries? 23,000. Add outstanding salaries is there in the adjustment. Outstanding means, so we have to add to the concern expenditure. Outstanding salaries value is 5,500. So total 28,500 in the second column. Next, to bank charges, all indirect expenses, bank charges 1,500. Next, to insurance. Insurance has an adjustment. Insurance 6,500. So prepaid means the next year insurance also paid in current year. So we should minus. We have to minus prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance minus from the insurance is 1,500. So 6,500 minus 1,500, 5,000 rupees. The next one is audit fee. 2, audit fee. Amount of audit fee 2,500. Next, 2, carriage on sales. Carriage on sales 2,800. Next, 2, office expenses. Office expenses 5,300. To advertisement. To advertisements 1,300. Next. So we written all the content of inside of the trial balance. So we have written all the content of inside of the trial balance. Okay. Next we move to the adjustments. Closing stock. Already we consider in the trading account. It is over. Outstanding salaries also over. Prepaid insurance over. More 2 adjustments to be recorded in this profit and loss account. That has been provision for bad debts, and the second one is depreciation. Let's see. So provision for bad debts on debtors 5%. 2, provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts. Yes. So it is the doubtful debts. Doubtful debts which is been considered as the loss. So on debtors, some percentage. What is the debtors value? Actually, debtors value 50,000. So on this 50,000, 5% is doubtful. So 50,000 into 5 by 100. So which is equal to, so cut off the 2 zeros to 2 zeros, and 500 into 5, which is equal to 2,500. So the 2,500 is the doubtful on the debtors. Next, 2, depreciation on. Depreciation on machinery. Depreciation on machinery. Depreciation is loss. Okay, we already defined in the last classes the meaning of depreciation. So it is been loss. So on this machinery, 80,000 machinery, how much percentage of depreciation? 5%. 5 by 100. 0, 2 zeros to 2 zeros cancel. 8 5s are 4, which means 4,000 rupees the value of the depreciation. Right. So the debit side contents of the profit and loss account is been over. Let's move to the credit side. So credit side, by the profits by discount. By discount value is 1,600. Next, by interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. The value of interest on drawings 2,400. Right. So all the profits we recorded and expenses, losses, and also recorded. Let's find out the result of the profit and loss account now. Total the both sides in the rough. Okay, now let me total on credit side first. So 73,000 plus 1,000, 74 plus 2,000, 76. Thousands are 76. Now you total the 100, 700, 600, 13 plus 4, 70. So total amount of credit 77,700. The total amount of credit 77,700 means that this is the total amount of the profits. So let's we total on the debit side. Expenses and losses total 28, 29, 34, 36, 38, 43, 44, 46, 50. Thousands are 50. So total again 28,000 plus 1,000, 29, 34, 36, 38, 43, 44, 46, 50. So now the total the hundreds. 500 plus 500, 1,000, 15, 23, 26, 29, 34. So the total amount of debit 53,400. 53,400 means the total amount of credit is the higher than total amount of debit, which means the profits are more than expenses and losses in this profit and loss account also. So now let's we minus 53,400 from the 77,700. What is the result? 00342. The net profit of the business 24,300. Right. So debit side to net profit balancing figure 24,300. 24,300. Now the total amount of the both sides are to be equal now. 77,700, 77,700. This net profit. So we carry forward to the next statement. Transfer to capital account. Transfer to capital account or transfer to balance sheet. Okay, my dear students. So we completed the two statements. Let's we move to the final statement, the balance sheet. Let's see. This is the final statement. Balance sheet of Satyam Traders. As on 31st March 2018. Let's see. Balance sheet of Satyam Traders as on 31st March 2018. Liabilities rupees, total rupees. Assets rupees, total rupees. Right. So the balance sheet is the statement, not an account. That's why it is not carrying any debits and credits. So first, liabilities rupees, total rupees. Assets rupees, total rupees. This is the performance. Right. Already the liabilities we identified on the credit side of the trial balance at the beginning of the problem. Okay, now in the question we already identified. So the first liability is the capital. Okay, the first liability is the capital 1,20,000. To this capital add net profit. Okay, add net profit 24,300. In case if we got net loss in the profit and loss account, that net loss should be minus from this capital. So 1,44,300 is the total amount of capital right now. Then next, creditors is the liability 62,000. Next, bank overdraft. Bank overdraft 13,000. Bills payable is also the liability 40,000. And one more liability which is in adjustment. We already discussed every adjustment, it will be effected twice in the final accounts. So outstanding salaries already. So we added the salaries in the profit and loss account, and the second time the liability side of the balance sheet. Outstanding salaries. Yes. Outstanding salaries 5,500. Yes. The liability side is over. Let's move to the assets. Okay, now move to the assets now. The first asset is the fixed machinery. The value of machinery 80,000. From this minus adjustment of depreciation. Already we calculated 5% on this machinery, 4,000 rupees of depreciation. So 80,000 minus 4,000, 76,000. Next asset, furniture. For this furniture, no adjustment. Write it down directly, 45,000. Next, closing stock, which is given in the adjustment. Closing stock. The value of the closing stock 34,500. Next is the debtors. The value of the debtors 50,000 has adjustment. Doubtful minus PBD. PBD means provision for bad debts, which means the doubtful debts. 5% on these debtors. Already we have taken in profit and loss account 2,500. So remaining 47,500. Next, cash bills receivable. Bills receivable. Amount of the bills receivable 29,000. Next, cash at bank. Cash at bank 31,300. Next, the last one, prepaid insurance, which is an adjustment. Prepaid insurance is the value of insurance here, the rupees 1,500. Okay, my dear students, all the liabilities and assets are be recorded. So let's we total the both sides, liabilities and asset sides, it should be equal. So let's total the liabilities 1,44,62, 2,06,000, 2,19,000, 2,54,000, 2,64,800. This is the total amount of the liabilities 2,64,800. Let's we total the asset side now. 76, 81, 121, 151, 155, 162, 202, 231, 262, 263, 263,000, which means 2,63,000. Hundreds, 55, 500, 500,000, 15, 18. So 2,64,800 is the total amount of asset side also. So my dear students, the balance sheet is tallied, which means the answer is absolutely correct. I hope you understand this problem. So do practice this problem along with the last problems also. Okay, so the adjustments problems are to be very important for examination point of view. I hope you understand. So meet you in the next class. Until then, take care, stay safe, bye.